Welcome back to the YouTube channel. We are back in our office. We've got the picture in. We still have a lot of things to fix around here. I don't even have my tripod yet, so this is raw footage. But today, I want to talk to you guys about whenever you want to start something, the reason you don't finish it is because you're stuck in a vicious cycle. And this is something I learned recently. There's 3 reasons to why you actually never accomplish that goal that you want to reach. The reason being is because you have uninformed optimism when you start. Uninformed optimism is when you see that person that you know, a cousin, that's doing well at the gym. You just see him making all of this progress, and then you see, because you know this person, you see them and you're like, actually, I want to do the same thing. If he can do it, I can do it. So you go to the gym, you start lifting those weights, and then you have informed pessimism, which is the second part. Informed pessimism is the part where you now you're doing the thing that the person you saw is doing, and you've realized actually is not as easy as it looked from the outside, because now you're in. Then it goes to the third point, the valley of despair. What happens there is that you start to get frustrated and you tell yourself, actually, I'm okay the way I was doing. Actually, I prefer to eat. Actually, I prefer not to wake up early. Actually, I prefer this. So then what do? You quit. And then you do that with the next thing that you see. Oh, I see this guy doing this. You're uninformed. It looks easy. You go in, actually, it's quite hard. Then with the third part, you're like, actually, I'm okay. What you guys are doing is you're selling yourself out. This is why I tell you guys, do you actually want to change, or do you like the idea of change? The reason being is because when you actually want to change something, there's many things that we need to change. This is why self-development is always ongoing. Self-development or self-mastery is one thing that if you focus on your purpose, which is you, because everything that you need or want to do requires you. And once you actually take self-development seriously, then there's so much work to do, because once you fix that area, there's another area that you need to fix. And that's the thing, we always try to fix everything in one go. We get overwhelmed, which is impossible to fix everything, and then you go to that vicious cycle. You start with one, the next, then the next. You guys need to understand that you guys sell yourself out. Imagine you had a friend, and then someone told you, would you ever sell your friend for 10,000? Would you ever betray your friend for 20,000? Would you ever betray your friend for 40,000? What's your answer? Of course not. I can never do that to my friend. You sell yourself out for snacks. You sell yourself out for food. You sell yourself out for sleep, because you have goals that you know you want. You know how to achieve them. You just have to follow the simple blueprint. Commit to yourself the way you commit to your job. The reason you guys don't commit is because you don't see yourself as that much value. Why? Because you guys don't understand the importance of time. You live your life as if you're going to live forever. You guys think you're going to be young forever. You guys think that we're going to be the same way we are right now in 10 years. Understand, 10 years will go by and you will just get older. The worst thing you can ever live with is regret. So when you start this, you're like, I'll go again next year. I'll go again next week. I'll go again on Monday. But that's the biggest lie you could ever tell yourself. So whenever you have this goal in mind, this is the solution. What you guys need to actually do is understand that you have to start. Okay, so if there's one place you want to go, you just go in that direction until you get it. Because what happens is you start that direction, you start, oh, I'm not that good. You're not going to be good. You're meant to be terrible. The person that's at the top of where you want to be started off just as bad as you. Because you start from point A and you want to get to point Z, and there's B, C, D in between. There's a process in between. You want to go from A to Z straight away. That's not how it works. You need to understand that with your daily process, the work that you put in every single day, then you get the result. You have to be patient. The day you plant the seed is not the day you see the tree. And when you plant the seed, you just have to focus on taking care of the seed. And that's what you do with your daily process. This is why having a daily process is super important. What is a daily process? The daily process is something that I go more in depth in, but daily process is having that system in place to help you just manage every single day. What can I do today that's going to get me one step closer? As if you're walking up staircase. What can I do today? Boom, up a staircase, up a staircase. So you've gone from A to B to C to D to E to E to F. When you get to FG, you've already went a few letters, and now you get kind of exhausted. I don't feel like I'm going anywhere. You're going forward. But I feel like I'm doing the same thing exactly. You haven't reached your destination yet. So why are you complaining? You keep on going. I was doing the same thing. I joined CrossFit. I like the sport. But then I saw I was training with great athletes, and I was inspired by them. And I was like, why am I not as good as them? I want to be good. I tried to skip the process, and I stopped because I didn't see myself being as good as them. But if I was to continue, I can be as good as them, but I had to continue with the process. I was not patient. I've done that with boxing. At some point, I see these great people. I would try to go from point A to Z straight away. I was not patient. So then what did I do? I stuck to something that I knew that I wanted to do. So I stuck to the gym, and now I go A, B, C, D, E, F. So that's what you have to do. You're not gonna go from one place to another straight away. So whenever you see someone doing something, great, because they stuck to it. Uninformed optimism, number one, when you see someone doing it, that's what motivates you. You get started. Informed pessimism, now when you're there, you see actually it's not as hard it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. It's not meant to be easy. It's very simple. It's not meant to be easy. If it was meant to be easy, everyone else would do it. Only 1% of people actually achieve their goals. But everyone can achieve it. But because they rather sleep, you rather eat that snack. Dedicate 3 months. View yourself as a friend. Commit to yourself as a friend. I'm going to do this not for me. I'm going to do this for my future self. Because you sell yourself out too early. So you can achieve everything that you want, but have that system in place to go from A to B to C to D to E to F. And then that's how you actually end up getting there. So don't focus on the end result. Focus on the process.